Right, you guys voted for it. We've got YK Omamori. The dog's trying to interrupt me as best he can. We got YK Omamori on the left-hand side. He's playing the 26th guard Strelkovi on balanced income. He is up against Soontir on the right-hand side, playing the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier on Maverick income. This one is a Division 4 matchup, and we are playing on we are playing on Sidels. Probably pronounced that wrong, but I believe that is the correct map. I'm sure someone will correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Let's just switch over to the left-hand side to YK's deck. He's playing the 26 guards. This is a release division and has been in and out of the meta. I remember when it released, it was really, really strong for the Russians, or it was like one of their strongest divisions. And lately, you know, it's not been quite as good, but I think with the infantry changes, it's starting to kind of make its way back up, and it's a little bit better than it has been. I hope as well, perhaps we could see some kind of buff to the Yak 9B cluster bomber, because it's a bit of a shame that that unit is kind of not really... Like, it's a really good unit, but at the same time, it does get forced back really easily when you compare it to something like an IL-2 cluster bomber. But it will be interesting to see, you know, if something could be done about that plane. In terms of the division, they are quite strong with their infantry. The Strafniki, I think, are one of the reasons why it's come back into the meta. They have lots of LMG machine guns, plenty of snipers. KV-1s are pretty strong. You know, they're a strong medium tank. IS-1 as well, again a strong medium tank. They've got lots of strong medium tanks, so they can, you know, do well against lighter armored units and divisions. ISU, pretty decent unit in there as well. Off map on the GPA 122 mil off map there, and the Andrusha as well, with plenty of Yak 9Bs and the IL-2 37 bombers as well. Over to the right hand side, let me get up the deck up on my screen. We've got Soontir's 17th SS Panzer Grenadier. We actually covered Soontir recently in a match, and I can't remember what the result of that match was, so we'll see how Soontir gets on today. He's got the Pak 43 Krupp. That is the kind of standout unit that not many other divisions get access to. Also the SS Legionary. The SS Legionary are quite strong with the fanatical trait, so they don't surrender easily, and I believe they've got a strong infantry lineup in there as well. Plenty of infantry units will be able to match the 26th guards quite well. Tank on tank, the Stug 4s, again a good tank, good strong medium tank. The Yak Panzers as well, good strong medium tank. I think the KV-1s will do okay against the Stugs. Like that's going to be an interesting matchup, tank versus tank, because neither side really seems to have a major tank advantage. But the Pak 43 Krupp and the Pak 40 and the Pak 38s may swing it over to the German side. I think they do have a better kind of anti-tank weaponry. We'll get the game underway and we'll find out. Will I catch your game, Mr. Plasmid and French Friend Police? I'll have a look for it after this game and we'll see what we can do. So recapping on the left-hand side, we've got YK Omamori playing the 26th guards on balanced income. Looks like he is going fairly strong up north, actually, for a balanced setup. And on the right-hand side in blue, we have Soontir playing the 17th SS Panzer Grenadiers on Maverick income. He's going to match that northern aggression with aggression of his own, and he's actually going pretty strong into the south. I forgot to mention the traction vehicles. Try and quickly zoom in. These are pretty fast transports. So they are able to get into plenty of positions. Actually, I don't want to keep my eyes off both positions here. But it looks like lots of units coming into this northern area. And I think YK Omamori is going to get the better of Soontir up here. Just the double SPW233s, but there are a double M42 guns, at least there were. One of them looks to have gone down. So if they can take down the other M42 gun, maybe the SPW and the Stug 4 can help that position out. Down on the southern side, Soontir definitely got into positions early with the Flammenwerfers. and YK Omamori's tried to push in here. He's got support from a T-34E in the background. I think Soontir is going to win this southern side with the help of the Flammenwerfers, but he is going to need some reinforcements to come in. And I see YK Omamori purchasing the Sturmoviki rocks and more Guardia, so Soontir, if he doesn't get reinforcements in here, he might struggle a bit. But most of his reinforcements, they're going up to the northern side. This is a tale of two sides right now, and it looks like YK is on top up in this northern side. Both of those SPWs have gone down, but the Stug up against the T-34E, the Stug should have the better of that engagement. Su-85 ordered in to try and counter that Stug, and it can do so. Now, the T-34E is going to have to back off for now. I'm not sure whether it is going to make it out there alive. The Sturmoviki rocks, though, in the forest, really going to be able to outmatch the MG42. I think that's bad placement on the MG42. Perhaps he brought that in early, hoping that he would succeed in this position. You know, you can then get the MG42 on the edge of the forest, but it wasn't to the be. The T-34E goes down to the Stug 4, and we do have a nice Guardia position up here on the edge of this forest. That's going to force these SS Legionary to kind of take a different position to kind of try and destroy that Guardia before they can reinforce his top hill, and that's really helping YK Omamori out right now. Lovely positioning on that Guardia, and the snipers might be able to know the SS Legionary does unload in time. We got a Ju-87 circling above. I want to switch back down to the southern side and just see how things are getting on. Soontir does look to have secured the position pretty well. We have a Stug 4 covering the road now. The Guardias might go down here. Yes, they do. So that's one unit down. The Sturmoviki rocks have made it in, and some reinforcing Guardias should be able to at least, you know, give YK Omamori more of a presence down here, and he will be able to push back eventually. The position not completely out of his control right now, but obviously a lot of micro going up onto the northern side. The Ju-87 still flying overhead. And make sure there's no spoilers in the chat as well, please. Still flying overhead, does come down and strike onto the Guardia DP. No real kill there, though. One of the snipers goes down, and Soontir's kind of held back from his reinforcements. He can't quite get them to the front line. They keep getting engaged by snipers or Maxims at long range, and at the moment, the Stug 4s are trying to help out, but there's just too many targets for them. After Machiki are going to go into the forest, they're going to face off against the SS Legionary, and this is going to be an interesting one. Who's going to win out here? Because this actually should be really interesting. I think the After Machiki will win this battle, despite the Molotov. They are going to move, but the SMGs can still fire on the move. But no, the other Legionary get into the action. They're going to throw the Molotov and definitely get the win. So the Legionary do pick up the win, and they only lost 3 men in that engagement, so I was quite far off there. I was feeling like one-on-one, maybe the After Machikis would have won because there was only 4 Berettas in there, but 4 Berettas and that Molotov cocktail was all that Soontir needed. And against the Guardia DP, those 2 Legionary managed to pretty much fall back the entire squad. So good work with those Legionary units. They are very strong. 17th SS do get access to them, but there aren't too many of those units. You tend to see them in A phase, and then once you get through those A phase cards, that's it for the end of the game. So I feel like they are pretty decently balanced. Looks like the SS Legionary have managed to push through and try and kind of recapture this northern flag. BF-109 circling above from Soontir. He's going to come down on a strafing run. Ooh, misses those Guardia DPs. They were able to retreat out of the forest. We got a double Stug 4 pushing forwards. Su-85, I think 2-on-1. The Su-85 is going to go down. But if he can engage and perhaps pick up a kill here, it's going to help YK out. He just needs to make sure he doesn't lose that Su-85 and the 2 Stugs remain. Because that would be a pretty bad outcome for him. Shoot a kill, but that's not enough because there's 2 of them there. Yeah, does lose that Su-85, and that was a bad outcome. But we do now see an IS-1 Comrati up there, and that really should be able to stand up really well against those Stug 4s. Looks like Soontir is making a push forwards down on this southern side. We've got some Guardias that have been pinned down. He picks up a 13-11. It's been a tight affair so far. Soontir on the Maverick income, though, remember. He is up so far, but I wouldn't say that YK's in a terrible position. He has lost quite a few units though, and actually a few more have gone down on this southern side. He had a T-34E as well that I think has come onto the road, and the Stug 4 sniped that down. Brief pause to here, but not too much action going on. The Guardias are going to engage the Panzergrenadiers. Looks like the 2 SS Legionary that were in here have gone down. And it's just Panzergrenadiers now. Though we do have one more SS Legionary on the way. Pack 38 trying to secure the top of this hill. IS-1's going to come up against 2 Stugs. I think the IS-1 should be okay here. It's very close range as the Ju-87 clears up the remainder of those Guardia DPs. It should go down now. Yep. Okay, so the IS-1... Ooh, it's going to engage the infantry. Might allow the Stugs to get a side shot here. I mean, they're going to be incredibly close. I think at this kind of range, we might see the IS-1 go down. We'll have to see what happens. There goes one Stug. Nope, bounce, and the other one should go down. Surely not. No, it's going to go down this time. So the Stug 4 should go down this time. Yeah, there it goes. But all we have right now up in the northern side is a single IS-1. He needs support. He needs infantry. He needs some control down on the ground. Otherwise, it's going to be all for nothing up here on the north. And the Pack 38, with that APCR ammunition, if that gets into this kind of position, it can get the kill on the IS-1. And YK's having to be really aggressive with that unit. He's having to have that right on the front, and it's not really how you want those units. Panzergrenadiers, Legionaries, all pushing up on the southern side, and the Guardia are not necessarily outnumbered, but they are outmatched, especially at long range, and the Legionary can take care of the short range with the Flammenwerfers as well, so they are outmatched overall. This 2-gun engaging the WW2 does pick up the kill there. Guardias, ooh, they do manage to snipe a unit of Panzergrenadiers, so that's a nice kill from those Guardias. But Soontir has a commanding presence on that main road with the Stug 4 there. And not much from YK can really oppose that right now. I think he needs something to take out that Stug 4. He's going to need a long-range weapon. IS-1 versus the Pack 38 up north. Looks like the Pack 38 has been engaging for a little while now. Hasn't managed to penetrate or get the kill. Looks like it has wounded the loader, but the IS-1 will prevail. Pack 38 backs off though. He's going to give him another chance. And we might be able to see that Pack 38 succeed. I think he is out of APCR ammunition though. IL-2 coming in for the strikes. Doesn't quite get the kill. BF-109 trying to pick up the kill onto the IL-2. I think that IL-2 should survive another attack and should make it out alive. Ju-87 going to engage the Maxim, and this is going to leave... Yeah, this is going to leave YK in a tough position. 2 Panzergrenadiers pushing forwards. No reinforcements behind that Maxim. And some fresh after Machiki on the way. But they're taking the difficult route as the BF-109 does chase the IL-2 and does pick up the kill there. Yak-9 going against it. Radiator damage. Can YK at least trade with this BF-109? Ooh, I think he can now. The Yak-9 is going to get on the back of that BF-109 and should pick up the kill. The Ju-87 is going to try and come against that Yak-9 and oppose it. But that Ju-87 could be in trouble as well. No real AA from either side onto the battlefield. But I think both sides have been sustaining losses and been trying to purchase frontline units. And the Yak-9 is going to get on the back of the Ju-87 and shoot that one down as well. So overall, I think in terms of the air engagements there, YK did come off the better. The IS-1 has gone down, I imagine, to the Pak 38. While I was concentrating on the air engagement, the IS-1 did go down to that Pak 38. So a big loss up on the northern side there as well. And the Aftermachikis, they are taking the tough route through, and I don't think they're going to make it into this position. The Slug 4 is going to catch them in those trucks as they try and rush forwards into the middle forest. Perhaps not. Perhaps they are going to make it through. I don't think Soontir has the recon to spot those trucks coming down the road. Maxim going down on the south. Looks like the Slug 4 is making a move forwards. And a flag going down here for YK when really he should, you know, he should be able to get a unit somewhere close by to hold that flag. 15-9 to Soontir. He's got 11 minutes left, and we are actually only 11 minutes into this game. This game feels like it's been going on a lot longer to me, but no, just 11 minutes in, 11 minutes left, and Soontir in his Maverick income phase has quite a nice presence onto the battlefield right now. He's got a very nice southern position as the T-34E tries to engage the Slug 4, but there's no way he's going to win that at this kind of range, and the Slug 4 should easily clean up that T-34. Like I say, very strong position down south for Soontir. We do see some flat gun in here now as well, just to strengthen that position with his support weaponry. Got to be careful that Slug 4 pushing too far forwards though. In the centre, well, I think YK should just about be okay there, but in the northern position, those Slug 4s very nicely placed. The Pak 38, once that moves into a good position, is very nicely placed as well. And no real units able to contest this forest from YK, so Soontir definitely up in a strong position up north. 14-10, YK did pick up that flag again thanks to the T-34E. But I believe the IL-237 was forced back, at least by the Flak 37, without getting any of the kills. Welcome, Felix. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the cast so far. I'm streaming this live on Twitch, so anyone watching later on YouTube, twitch.tv, alphabird_ is the link. Monday nights I cast games live, so you can jump in and watch live, and perhaps recommend some games for me. Or just tell me who your favourite player is, and I'll try and find one. So the Pak 38 is now getting into that position. Ooh, Slug 4 does go down to a close-range T-34E shot. But the Pak 38 does pick up the kill. And the Slug 4 is going to sit on the top of this hill now and shoot down onto the reinforcement roads. Panzer Grenadier goes down in the centre to the Yak 9B. We're going to see an air engagement here. 2 Yaks against 1 BF-109 and a JU. Yeah, BF-109 going to go down to the Yak 9. Very nice micro from YK there, I believe. And the other Yak 9 does back off, doesn't chase that engagement against the JU. SDKF said 7-1 coming onto the field now. And that should really help Soontir out. Back down to the southern side. Looks like the Slug 4 has seen the T-34E. And YK not yet firing back. Must be a line of sight issue here between the two vehicles. Because it's not saying holding fire. So it's not as though that vehicle's on efficient shot. But yeah, YK's going to lose the T-34E. And it looks pretty unfortunate from my positioning. That's like a fire at position command. I mean, because it does show that unit as being hidden. Yeah, I actually... interesting. Interesting. The T-34E goes down anyway. But yeah, that unit was flashing as though it was hidden. So I'm not 100% sure what occurred there, but Soontir picks up the kill. Looks like, I think there were some Panzergrens in here in the centre that were surrendered. Ju-87 came in for a strike. The Yak 9 should be able to get onto the back of it with 2 of them. Yep, we'll shoot down that Ju-87. So YK is establishing domination in the skies. But is he going to be able to use that to any kind of effect? Because right now, he needs to take up positions on the ground. He's 15-9 down. He's got 8 minutes left on the clock. And it's all well and good having control of the skies, but if you've not got control of the ground, then, yeah, you're not going to win the day. Look at this. 3 SS Legionaries all going to combine against that Sapori. Even at 3 stars, that thing's going to go down pretty quickly. And the Sturmoviki Komrotti on the front line now. That's not in a position you want to be. YK's not noticed the peril that he was in. I guess he didn't know exactly how many Legionary were there, but he should have perhaps seen his unit, his Sapori unit go down and backed away the Sturmoviki Komrotti. But I imagine both of these players are, you know, microing hard elsewhere on the battlefield, so you're not always going to catch everything all of the time. Sapori goes down and the Aftermachiki will go down as well. Legionary, definitely the units to have in these heavy forests. Those Beretta submachine guns are very, very, very strong, and the Molotovs as well. Almost like a mini Marrow. The original mini Marrow. Sturmoviki Komrotti, yeah, they do go down there. And Soontir has full control of this centre ground, I would say now. Just a couple of Aftermachiki units, but eventually they'll get hunted down. And YK is going to struggle. This Stug 4 in a really good position as well to stop the reinforcements coming down the centre road, as we're seeing now. Soontir has some really good positions on the reinforcement roads, and if you're looking for kind of tips to improve your game, Steel Division 2, if you can get tanks or heavy guns overlooking these reinforcement roads, then you're onto a winner, really. You really are onto a winner. This reinforcement road is kind of secured. The other one up here, there was a Pak 38 and a Stug, you know, covering this reinforcement road as well. And if you can stop the enemy player using the 1-2 kind of, the one reinforcement road up there, the one coming down here, and then I think it's this one here into the centre of this town, then that's it. Game over, really. If the player can't reinforce, then there's not much more they can do. And Soontir is using that strategy to great effect. I imagine that's what the Pak 40 is going to do. Yeah, it's going to come up on this hill, head through the forest, and then this reinforcement road is just locked down. And it's really tough to shake them out from those positions. Pak 40 is forced to unload early, though, by the Guardia in the centre ground. We do have an 82mm mortar, trying desperately to shell this forest. But unfortunately, the Avtos are going to go down. We missed the Yak 9B dropping against the Stug 4. I definitely heard it drop, but didn't get the kill. So either it missed or it was sufficiently stressed out. Another BF-109 goes down. YK is really dominating in the skies right now. But, you know, Soontir, he has the flat guns, so it's not as though he can really... Like, Soontir is losing his aircraft, but he has the flat guns to kind of back him up. So, YK not able to take full advantage. Here's the drop. It looks like he was sufficiently stressed to make sure that those cluster munitions didn't quite get the kill. Division 4 is the pinnacle of SD2 competition. I really enjoy Division 4 and Division 5. And in Division 3, 4 and 5, it's like another Yak 9 going to come in, perhaps pick up the JU. I don't think it's... Yeah, it wasn't going to get the first head-on kill. The JUs don't normally go down in a head-on kill. Yeah, and that Yak 9 is actually in a bit of trouble here. Let's watch YK try and micro it. He's going to avoid the head-on. Yeah, and I think he's going to need to call that one back, because it is smoking. Unless he's got another plane that can take on that BF-109, he's going to need to call that one back. He is starting to get outnumbered now in the skies. And the other thing is, YK needs to win the ground game. He's doing a lot of micro up in the skies, and he's being really successful, but ooh, KV-85 goes down there. I think it was the JU that got the kill on the KV, so nice work from Soontir. Yak goes down. Ooh, the other Yak's trying to engage the BF-109s. The IL-2's in here as well. But while while everyone's microing up here, I think there's not really much micro going out elsewhere, and we see a couple of Maxims onto the field. The Stug is going to continue its dominance down on the southern side. The battle rages in the skies. In the northern side, another Yak 1 goes down, and the IL-237's in trouble now as well, and that one's possibly going to go down at some point. Takes a hell of a lot of hits, but I think that one's going to make it out alive. Yak 9B going to decide to drop on the Panzergrenz. Good choice. It's going to need to hot put it out there. I don't think that... Ooh, it turns to the right. I think it would have been better to turn to the left. YK, I think, surrenders there. I don't think we were quite out of time. 21 minutes, 31 seconds. Soontir picks up the victory. Congratulations to him. 2,100 kills to 1,700 losses. Commiserations to YK Omamori. Good game here on Sedels. And yeah, really enjoyed that game. Hopefully you guys did in the Twitch chat, and hopefully you guys did watching on YouTube as well. OG Mini Marrow, you mean? Yeah, they are the original Marrow. So in a way, the original Mini Marrow, the old school Mini Marrow. Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at the kills for Soontir. The Stug 4 early on. I think this is the one in the city, actually. Might not be. No, this is the one up on the northern hill. Did manage to kill one of the M42s. Got a kill onto the T-34E and the Su-85. That was a really good early phase for that Stug 4. And another Stug 4 here. I think this is the one down on the southern side in the city. Picking up 3 T-34E kills. These Stug 4s really dominating against the T-34s. So early on, I think in the deck kind of presence. Wow, Yabo, thanks very much for the 5 tier 1 gifts there. Much appreciated. Stug 4, yeah, did pick up 3 T-34Es in the southern side in the city, and those 2 Stug 4s really helped really helped Soontir cement the northern and the southern side early on in this game. And at the start in the deck kind of comparison preview talk stuff. So I'm struggling with my words. At the start, I said that neither side really had a tank advantage. But then when you look at the engagement, T-34 versus Stug 4, the Stug 4 definitely has that advantage. And I think there was only one T-34E that got a kill against the Stug 4. And that was very close range. So in that particular tank engagement, the Stug definitely had the advantage there. And you're seeing that in the kills list. Because other than that, there's no other, like, standout units. The SS Legionary did really well in the BF-109, but these are the 2 main standout units. Let's have a quick look at the kills for YK Omamori. The IS-1 did pick up a double Stug 4 kill. I remember seeing that one. But it did go down, and I believe it was to the Pack 38. I'll try and just confirm that. Yeah, it was the Pack 38. Shoot! I guess that's not how you pronounce it. It's probably something like shot. He definitely shot really well in that case against the IS-1. And the Yak 9, yeah, definitely YK dominated at the start of the game and through the mid portion in the skies, but he wasn't really able to translate that into kind of map control and suffered from then onwards. Soontir definitely got into really good positions, covering the reinforcement roads, and that meant that YK was really struggling then. 21 minutes, 31 seconds. Hopefully you enjoyed the game. Thanks very much to Yabo for the gift subs there as well.